that look like in there? I'm taking up the whole thing. That's for what? Happy Homebrew Wednesday, everybody. It's about time I cracked open this little beer here from Nathan McKenzie. This is part of the homebrew bottle tour that Adrian Woodhouse came up with the idea of shipping a bottle of beer around the country, and each brewer that gets it drinks the beer, puts the new beer in, sends it on to another brewer, and along the way we've got a little USB key and plug it in and take a little bit of footage of the beer that was brewed that goes in there. Oh shit, have I still got that footage? Ooh. We'll take a little bit of footage about something to do with the beer. But anyway, I thought it'd be about time that I pop this little puppy open and give her a taste. Wish me luck. Yeah, it's not a gusher. Had a couple of gushers lately. Alrighty, this is Happy Valley American Pale Ale, 5.6% by Nathan McKenzie. Looking pretty clear. Look at that, you can probably see me through it. Hello. Cool. Let's give it a crack. Now Nathan did say I wouldn't be offended if you tipped it out, so I'm not sure what he thinks is up with this beer, but it's definitely got a good four-finger head. It tastes like a Heineken. It looks like a Heineken. See, there's American Pale Ale. It has got that little bit of light struck flavour to it, that little Heineken flavour. But it's okay. It's totally drinkable, sessionable beer. Can't taste the alcohol. Very effervescent. Great colour. Enjoyable. I'll drink it. No qualms here. I've got to find something to put in the bottle. I have something to put in the bottle. I have my Sriracha Ace Pale Ale. That was dry hopped with 100 grams of Sriracha Ace hops. Yep, Finny was right. Tasted like lemon meringue coming out. It's been settling down. It's I'll get a glass of it. Bear with. You full of pressure or what? Oh yeah, you're pretty full of pressure. There she be, the Sriracha Ace. Complete with floaties. A little bit of hop dandruff in there. Which is not surprising, seeing that there was 100 grams of hop pellets that went in. I'd like it to look like this beer. This beer look good. This beer smell great. Blend the two of them together. This beer got a head that's sticking around. This one I haven't carbonated up yet. I started crashing it and it's going to take a while, and I don't know if you can see it, but it looks really sticky. It's got a really high viscosity in it, which is quite interesting. The aroma has started to die down, but that's probably because there's not a lot of head forming in that when I poured it. I haven't carved it up properly yet, but let's give it a taste. And it's cold. Fuck. Yeah, I'm going to wait for this little puppy to warm up a little bit. I'm currently serving it at 0.2 degrees because I'm crashing it, so when I taste it just numbs my tongue a bit. I got some shout outs and some congratulations for some people. The first one is for Ruben, my son. Inside joke. He is a homebrewer here in Wellington, and he won the BJCP War of the Wheat. So the winners were announced yesterday. Not the People's Choice yet, just the BJCP lineup. And Ruben took home the BJCP Championship for the War of the Wheat, and he will be receiving a wonderful stainless steel fermenter from Mangrove Jacks as a prize. But not only that, he gets to pick the next hut brewer competition. Looking forward to what Ruben comes up with for that. That's going to be interesting. But hats off to Ruben. 44 out of 50 on the BJCP score. That's fucking good. Extremely good. Also, congratulations to Pete and Joss and everybody from the Garage Project for winning the silver medal in the wood or barrel aged strong beer category in the World Beer Cup 2014. That's right, New Zealand beer taken away the medal in Denver last week, and they won it with Coxswain's Courage. Fucking brilliant beer. If you see this on the shelves, buy it. It is a silver medal winner now, worldwide. Best beer, silver place. What else has been going on in this humble little brew house? Well, last week I did tell you I was doing a brew demo. Well, I was overseeing a brew demo. I didn't really do it. It was Stephen and Scott, two hut brewers. Scott brought down his 3-tier system, and they did an Imperial IPA to the crowds of onlooking people that came into the store and had a look and watched them brewing an all-grain beer, which is great. It's so nice to have the opportunity to brew in public, and to share your brewing knowledge and stuff, and just help people out, just help these kit and kilo people and these people that want to go to all grain and they don't know what's involved in it. I think Scott's selling his 3-tier system that he was brewing on. Yes, he is actually selling the 3-tier system. I think he got a couple of offers on that day to take it away, even though it still had grain in it. But yeah, no, it's cool. The more people that we get brewing beer, the better the world will be. Back to Nathan's beer. I still haven't brewed my SJ Pour beer yet. There's lots of people in New Zealand brewing the SJ Pour beer, and I just haven't quite got around to doing mine yet. I know there's a lot of time. We have a lot of time in New Zealand because we're not swapping our beers until August. But the beer I want to do needs a bit of age on it, so I better get a beer down. Actually, I'm going to get 2 or 3 contenders down, like a lot of people are doing, because there's some pretty stiff competition. Ruben, who won the War of the Wheats, he's an SJ Pour. Kerry, I'm doing a collab with Kerry this Easter weekend, an interesting beer, and he's brewed some extremely interesting beers, and he's in the SJ Pour Challenge as well. Just a quick little update on the SJ Pour Challenge. America, your registrations close tomorrow, I think. So, if you're in America and you haven't registered, you better get your ass into gear and get registered. Your registrations close on the 16th of April. It is April this month, isn't it? Yes, it is April. Rest of the world, 11th of May in Europe, 16th of May for everywhere else in the world. So we still have a month to register. So if you have not registered, please go and register. Registration is important because that helps us with our sponsorship. We know our numbers. Now, speaking of sponsorship, yay! We've hit our target in New Zealand. And we still have some more sponsors that are coming in with some cash. So far we have hit our $1,000 target for our international shipping of the beers. Spot on! And our sponsors are, in no order of preference, Panhead. Cheers, Mike. Wonderful stuff. Mangrove Jacks. Andrew, thank you very much for jumping on the sponsor bandwagon for this. Hashigo Saki. Awesome. Hashigo Saki is going to be helping us with some logistics for the K-Swap on Beer Runner weekend. Brew Zealand, the homebrew store that we did the brewing demonstration in on Sunday, last weekend. They're also sponsoring us as well. And finally, Paul Finney from Finneys Brewing Emporium down in Christchurch in the South Island. Now, cheers Finny, that is awesome to jump up and offer some sponsorship for this. Especially seeing you're going to be in the challenge as well. So not only is he sponsoring, he's going to be participating in the challenge, he's also going to be helping out with some of the logistics of getting some of the beers up to Wellington. I haven't told you about that yet, have I, Finny? Yeah, anyway. And he's also just done his first Homebrew Wednesday video. And not only is it a Homebrew Wednesday video about beer, it's a Homebrew Wednesday video about a certain type of beer. He brewed a cock ale. So for those of you who know what a cock ale is, go check out his video. He's going to send me a bottle to taste. Cool. But yeah, cheers Finny, much appreciated. Now as I said, we've got a couple more sponsors that are coming in that I put my feelers out, and they said that they're keen. I just haven't got final confirmation yet, so we're going to go over our target, which is good, which means that we should be able to cater for our national shipping costs as well. I'm going to be bottling up some of this Sriracha Ace Lemon Meringue Ale, or whatever it's going to be called. I haven't sort of decided on a final name for it. And I'll be firing it around to a couple of people. Finny, I'll send one down to you and as a swap for this cock ale. Meat and fucking beers. What's the put meat and fucking beer? Oh. It's a KFC cock ale as well. Phew. Competition time. Last week, suppers. Cheers guys, hitting 2,000. So I said I was going to do a little competition. Now I'm going to put together a care package with some interesting stuff in it. Now one of the things I want to put in it isn't ready yet. And it's not going to be ready until after the 25th of May. Yeah. So, this competition will be drawn on the 25th of May. This competition won't be drawn on the 25th of May because on the 25th of May I'll be on a plane. So, this competition will be drawn on the 26th of May. Okay? And by that stage, I will have the main prize that's going with this competition for my 2,000 subscriber hit. Now the main prize for this competition, there'll be some other sort of things thrown in there, like a t-shirt or two, or coasters, or glass, or some stuff. There'll be some interesting stuff. Now what you got to do to get into this competition, you've got to watch next week. Because next week I'm going to ask you a question. And that question has to do with the last competition that I ran. The last competition I ran was to do with a vandal. So next week, the competition guidelines will be set. So stay tuned and watch next week. Mean, aren't I? This is just a quick little bit of video for Carolina from Chile. Carolina wanted to know what the inside of my pots look like, because I don't show the inside of my weirs on the videos very often. So, Carolina, here it is for you. Especially for you. So this here is my HLT. We can't look inside this because it's got a dirty great big clamp that's been clamped onto it. Okay, but it just has an element inside and a drawer and a temperature probe. This is my mash tun. And inside here, the first thing we have is I have a recirculation that comes out. That comes out from my heat exchanger here. So my heat exchanger takes care of keeping the wort as I'm recirculating at a constant temperature. This has, oh look, running up here. This has a copper coil in it with water and an element, and it heats the beer as it goes through the copper coil, and it comes back through into here. I've got a quick disconnect. Yes, that's right, another quick disconnect. Let's see how quick I can disconnect it. There we go, quick aren't they? And this is a lock line. I use this for sparging. It's just got lots of little holes that the wort pumps through and dribbles down on top of my grain bed. So that's one part. When I'm recirculating, however, I just use a silicone tube with yet another quick disconnect. And that sits on top of my grain bed, and it just creates a whirlpool of wort as I recirculate on my mash tun. Right down the bottom, this is a false bottom, and it is held in place with this dip tube. Now this dip tube goes through a hole in the centre of the false bottom. Let's take it apart so I can see you. There we go. So that is the dip tube. It goes through the hole and it goes right to the centre at the bottom of the keg, and it's got two little lugs on it. Those two little lugs are really important because they hold this false bottom down to the bottom of the keg, so that if I'm stirring it or doing anything like that, or if there's pressure differences, this doesn't pop up and let some grain get underneath it. The dip tube goes through the centre, and those two little lugs hold it down nice and tight and snug against the bottom of the mash tun. So that's what the inside of my mash tun looks like. Let's put the lid back on that again and move to the next vessel. This is my kettle. Hope it's clean. Ooh, it'd be wrong showing a dirty kettle, wouldn't it? Oh yeah, it's not too bad. Let's get the lid out of the way. My kettle also has a dip tube, but it doesn't go to the centre. The reason it doesn't go to the centre is so that this area here, which is lower down, is dead space for hop residue to be left over after the boil. Okay, so I'm just sort of sucking from the side up. Also in here is a hole that goes to the sight glass, so I can see what my levels are, and a 3000 watt element. 3000? This one's a 3000, yes, this is a 3000 watt element, and this is my temperature probe. It comes right into the centre of the pot so that I'm getting the temperature right in the middle of the volume. It's actually pretty close to the element. It should, yeah, fuck it, it'll do. And this hole over here is a hole for a second element, which I've temporarily replaced because I'm running a configuration here for doing some recirculation. Hope that helps, Carolina. Now you've seen the inside of my pots. If anybody would like me to answer any questions about anything that I have in my brew house, please feel free to send me an email and I will try and get it on the tripod. I will try and get it into one of my Homebrew Wednesday videos. So that's enough from me. Cheers. Have yourself another one or two or three. Cheers. Have yourself another one.